Google Slides, Slide Basics. Google Slides allows you to create dynamic slide presentations. These presentations can include animation, narration, images, videos, and much more. In this lesson, you'll learn about the Google Slides interface and the basics of setting up your document. We'll begin by watching these two videos. After you have watched the videos, you will proceed down to the presentation here and review this presentation. Next, you're going to proceed to the What You Will Do section, and you'll want to make a copy of the document that is here. Click File and make a copy. Now this option gives you the chance to create a copy of the entire presentation or with selected slides. I'm going to make a copy of the entire presentation. Of course, you can rename it. And you can move it to your DAR folder. I'm going to close out of my original file, and then I'll go back over to Canvas to see what our next step is. The next step says Insert a New Slide. Go back over to our slides presentation. We're going to click on Slide from the menu bar up on top, Slide. The first option is New Slide. I can click here, or you can see there is a shortcut which is Control-M. I'm going to click here, and now you can see that slide number 2 is a brand new slide with generic information, generic placeholders. Let's go back over to Canvas. Step 3 says apply the main point slide layout. Let's go over to our presentation. Now if we click on Slide once again, we can come down and we can see Apply Layout. There are several different layout options available within this slide, and Canvas says we should select the main point. It's currently Title Slide. We will go down 2 on this left column and we'll select Main Point and click Main Point. And you'll see now that your slide has changed the format and the layout. Let's go on back over to Canvas to see what our next step is. Step 4 says, in the placeholder, type Thank You. Back over to our slides presentation. The placeholder is here, so I'm just going to click and I'll type Thank You. And I'll click off of it, and now it's contained there on this slide. Let's go back over to Canvas to see what our next step is. Step 5 says resize the placeholder so it just fits the width of the text. Then move the placeholder to the center of the slide. Let's go back over to our presentation. I'm going to click here on the Thank You, and you can see the blue border for this cell box. So we want to resize it, this text box, so it's just wide enough. Oh, it needs to be a little bit wider because we still want it on one row. And now I want to move it. You can see that my cursor has turned to a 4-way triangle. Once it is a 4-way triangle, I can click, hold, and drag it to the center of the document. And now that you can see there's a red line that appears, that will tell me that I'm immediately in the center of the document. And now you can see that there are two red lines, so I'm not only in the middle horizontally, but also vertically. I can release my click. This is how yours should appear. Let's go back over to Canvas to see what is next. Step 6 says, move the slide you just created to the end of the slideshow. So let's go over to the slides presentation. And on the left menu here, where all of my slides are, I can find the one that I've been working on, the thank you slide. So I just need to click. When I do click and hold, you can see that it has become highlighted in this orange color. So I'm going to click and hold, and then I'll drag it all the way to the bottom. And you can see as I move it from slide to slide, there becomes an orange or bar between each slide. If I were to release it there, this slide would be inserted between those two slides. I want to continue on so that this thank you slide is at the very end. So go all the way to the bottom and release your mouse. Okay, so now my thank you slide is at the very end. Let's go back over to Canvas to see what is next. Well, it looks like we are complete. So we'll go back over to our slides presentation. We're going to click that share button, change the link to MSD Warren Township, and we're going to copy this link so we can submit this URL to the Canvas assignment. You are complete.